Hey guys, this is Doc Shippey. You're tuning in to a brand new episode of Enter the Gamer Arena. We are here in RoE Games live for their newest X-Wing tournament. With me is Jesse Oeninger, as he says, the SNCO to the Emperor, and owner of Rules of Engagement Games. Welcome, Jesse.
Thank you.
All right, so today we have a lot of really good matchups on the table right now. We have Devin LeHardy flying the Palp Advanced squadron versus Patrick Ashby flying the Silent Kill. As you can see, we have the two squadrons up. Unfortunately, on Patrick's, which is over here, for some reason, the TIE silencer is not showing up, so please bear with us with that. We'll keep you updated as things are going, and we will tell you roughly what their health should be. So, Jesse, what do you think of this matchup?
I like it. You know, I'm concerned though Patrick hasn't flown that silencer yet, but it does fly a lot like an interceptor, which he does use a lot.
Okay.
So you should be pretty comfortable with it.
Okay.
And then, of course, the aggressors, turrets, you know, they're very forgiving. And
Yeah.
Devin actually won our big team battle, mega battle that was on One Big Giant Table last week. So looking to see how he does with this. He's definitely been up and coming, newcomer to our tournaments here. So I think he's probably gonna, it's probably my prediction is that it's gonna be him and Richard in the final battle. But if Patrick wins this one, I think you're going to see Patrick in the final battle.
Yeah. He's flying the two TIE Advanced with the
perfect job
Lambda
for a
shuttle.
sniper.
So it'll be very interesting to see what he can do with it. And he's got Palpatine
Guy's not coming anymore.
as the crew, so I'm intrigued by. I haven't seen the Lambda yet.
Palpatine's kind of fallen out of the meta since he got nerfed. The whole declaring his usage.
Looks good when you're shooting.
It makes him a little slightly less effective, but still, he still does its trick when you need that. When you really need that crit to land, especially with Darth Vader and the advanced sensor, so multiple crits are going to be guaranteed.
So now we have the TIE Silencer, which flies like a better interceptor. Now, should he be worried about what that's going to do to the shuttle?
I would, but the shuttle, the shuttle's got a lot of staying power, a lot of health. So that TIE silencer actually, punches just about as hard as an interceptor. That shuttle will burn down quickly if it finds itself being focused on. But I would be more concerned with Darth Vader being that higher pilot skill. He's going to have trouble keeping Darth Vader in arc. So he's probably going to want to use those turrets against Darth Vader more often, since he doesn't have to worry about the arc. And then once he deals with that, he's got the pilot skill advantage with that TIE silencer. And then you get behind the shuttle. Once you're behind the shuttle, it's done.
And there's a view of the playfield. As you can see, Devin's getting all his stuff together. We have all of Patrick's cards out. You can see he's getting ready to engage there. We have a camera on the dice tray, so we'll be able to see what gets rolled and when. There's the dice tray, courtesy of RoE.
I'm not thrilled with that book.
So I think they're just about ready.
What are you sitting at for points?
Yeah, they should start putting out their obstacles here once they figure out who has initiative.
Okay. Now, for those playing at home who do not know X-Wing, how do you figure out initiative? Is it like you roll your D20 and hope for the best?
Well, whoever has the less points now, this is a 100-point game. So you're allowed to bring 100 points. If you bring less than that, and you have less points than your opponent, you get to choose if you take or pass initiative. If you're equal, then you do a roll-off.
Okay, and now, what would you do for the roll-off?
Typically, roll 3 dice. Roll 3 attack dice, 3 red dice, and count up the hits. Whoever rolls more hits, you just need to choose if they take or pass initiative.
Oh, okay.
So they're rolling in dice tray.
Alright, crit, a focus, and a hit on the dice.
That was a blank. Oh, it was a blank. So 1 hit. Devin's got 2 hits. So Devin gets to choose if he's going to take the pass initiative. He passes initiative.
Alrighty, so
So Patrick places the first rock.
and we go to the field where we can see them dropping down the debris. Now, debris placement is going to be very important, especially with the maneuverability of some of these ships. You have the Lambda shuttle, which looks, when I took a look at its dial, it's very kind of clunky.
It is.
Very,
It's a cow.
Yeah. And then you have the TIE silencer with the aggressors that have pretty good movement. So I would say, depending on how tight they put the clusters, Patrick may be in the advantage here.
It looks like you're spreading out pretty good. That's personally, if I'm running something really as maneuverable as Patrick flying, I'd want to get a good spread.
Pretty sure range 1 between
Range
each
1
other.
between each other, yes.
Yeah.
So they are required to keep them range 1 separated, so there isn't going to be a lane. There will be lanes between them. So it looks like, clogging up the middle a little bit, it's not a bad idea. If you practice a lot, maneuvers so you can really visualize what's happening on the field when you plan your maneuvers. Okay. Those asteroids really help a lot.
So how many pieces of debris are we allowed to put on?
It's 6 obstacles.
6
So
obstacles.
each one brings 3.
And it looks like we have 5 on the field. Devin's laying his last one.
Now, you're limited to range 2 from the edge of the map, and range 1 from each other. So I like to try to throw one if I don't want my side getting clogged up real bad. I like to put one like at range 3 of the corner, so that way there's no room to fit another obstacle in closer to my edge of the table. So it kind of gives me some freedom to maneuver to start out. All right, so everything's on the table. Now they're going to deploy, starting with the lowest pilot skill.
Alrighty, so we have Devin setting his stuff down first. And it looks like he's putting down the Lego Lambda.
Yeah. Well, that's how it's sitting.
Now, if this was an official FFG sponsored tournament, then yeah, you'd have to use the actual model. But since he's using the actual cardboard, the proper template, this is allowed.
And plus, it just looks so darn awesome. He's got Palpatine standing on the tip of the wing.
I'll make it so it doesn't tilt around and stuff. So. Yep. There we go. Now we'll fly around this.
And it looks like he just adjusted it so the wings are dragging a little bit so it won't be spinning.
Onyx pilot, TIE aggressor. Pull that, stretch it out, the other side of the table.
Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah, Captain Lewis before. I forgot. I switched out for just.
So he's putting that TIE silencer almost smack dab in the middle of the debris field. Is that risky?
It's got a good maneuver dial. It can avoid them. It shouldn't cause it a problem. Inquisitor should be going first.
Well, both of my guys are getting good. He has all his out, so.
It looks like he's trying to place that Inquisitor. Now, what's the difference between the Inquisitor and the TIE Advanced?
The Inquisitor TIE, slightly better maneuverability than the TIE Advanced. Really, they don't have much difference. The TIE Advanced has a little bit more hull, is a little more survivable. They have they have the same attack value, same defense value, though the TIE Advanced doesn't have the boost option.
Yeah, I don't want to, if a ship has to bump or something
So you have to pay points to put the modification to give it boost. So.
Gotcha.
All right, looks like everything's on the table. So we start our first session of dials. Go ahead and start the clock.
All right, give me one
Clock is
second.
starting.
Yes. Okay, so I didn't have the little dial thing. This is for.
All right, so the clock has started. As you can see up top, they have 74 minutes and counting. As, again, I am your host, Doc Shippey. This is Jesse, the SNCO to the Emperor here at RoE Games. So what are we expecting to see from both of these squadrons here? The Palp Advanced, I'm feeling like those Advanced are going to just try to get in there and intercept the silencer.
Yeah, that would be the tactic you want. Keep the shuttle back. Don't want anything getting behind it, so just keep it slow. Palpatine isn't limited to any range, so he's working across the entire table. And then,
Really?
Yes. He doesn't have a range limitation. You can be one corner of the table, and he can affect the dice roll that's happening on the other corner of the table.
Oh, nice.
So, rushing in with those two decently fast ships, TIE Advanced and both the TIE Advanced and TIE Advanced prototype can cover a lot of ground. So I would think that Patrick's probably going to want to maybe bait him out and try to get him out off to the side where he can focus down on one of them, or he may just rush in on the shuttle and try to take it out as fast as possible.
And then same thing if I'm defending. Okay, one of these is going to be.
And Devin's describing what Palpatine does to Patrick right now. Because it's such a unique card, it's very... I think it's the first time I've actually seen Palpatine used.
Originally, once per turn, you can just be like, this dice is really this, and just change one of the die result to whatever you want. So
Really?
if you have a blank on an evade, and it's like, I really need to not get hit by this, so that's an evade. Or if you roll your attack and you got a blank, and it's like, I need to get a crit, you can change it to a crit. Now they changed them though. You have to, before you actually roll the dice, you have to declare Palpatine will change one of these into a crit, or he will change one of these into an evade. And then you roll the dice. If you got all crits, you wasted it for that turn.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah. They just, wanted to lessen it. It was showing up at the top of the meta in a lot of lists. Everybody was using it, and they wanted to kind of tone it down. I don't understand why, though, because the only thing that it comes in is the Raider Corvette, which is a very expensive model that from Fantasy Flight Games, and it kind of boosted the sales of it. All right, so we'll go back to the action here. This shuttle's moving up slowly, like you expect it to.
Now, it looks like he's dropping some focus on that.
When in doubt, focus. It's got nothing better to do, and it doesn't have anything in range to target lock.
Now, the shuttle has a target lock of 3, correct?
All target locks are range 3.
Gotcha.
So, unless you use the shuttle actually has a title, but he didn't take it because he didn't have the points to spend on it. That lets you target lock anything on the table.
Really?
Yes.
That's just... Now, imagine using that with the Resistance bomber that allows you to use other ships' target locks.
Well, unfortunately, that title is limited to the shuttle itself. But there is the long-range sensors upgrade that there's a lot of rebel ships that take. They can target lock anything across the table, but they're limited to range 3 or greater.
All right, so it looks like the aggressor moved forward. Not really sure.
Both aggressors are going to push forward. This is round 1. You're just establishing, figuring
Both
out
players
where
are
you're going.
just staring at each other at this point.
I've done tricks where I've taken that shuttle, since it has a stall maneuver where it doesn't move at all, and
Really?
parked some guys behind it and just forced them to ram into it, stalled there, and just sat there and waited. Just waited for my opponent to come to me.
Very nice. Now, what was he just measuring out?
He has a card, the Debris Gambit card. He checks to see certain range with obstacles. So that's actually with that upgrade he has on that with the Debris Gambit. Staying in that mess of rocks, it benefits him. He gets extra tokens just for being near the debris.
Gotcha. But the card's called Debris Gambit. If flies a little too close,
He risks landing on it and hurting himself and losing his both his action and his attack. Boosting that TIE Advanced prototype up.
very nice.
Force that range. Since he's got the Inquisitor, he really likes to just stay at range 3, since he acts as if he's at range 1.
Really?
Yep. That's his special ability. So he's always going to get his extra attack die, and he's always going to deny his target their extra defense die for being at range 3. And then when they turn around and shoot back at him,
He's at
range 3. So
gotcha. And it looks like Devin's going to. And it looks like he's going to boost the advanced prototype.
Yeah, advanced prototype boosted. It can do that naturally. He's going to boost with Vader's TIE Advanced. It has the engine upgrade, which gives him the ability to boost.
Nice.
Trying to decide which way he wants to boost. Just going to push him straight forward. That's probably the best option. Any turning, you're going to get close to that rock.
Now, will the TIE Advanced be able to go toe-to-toe with that TIE Silencer?
Oh yeah, it's Darth Vader. Grandpa, I think Grandpa wins it in this straight up fight. So Patrick's gonna have to pull some maneuvers now. With all that Debris Gambit stuff he's pulling though, it'll help him out. But advanced sensors on Darth Vader, he's gonna get. All right, he's checking for target lock, and it looks like he's out of range for target lock.
Just barely.
So normally you're not allowed to pre-measure. You can't
Right.
check to see if you're in range of shooting. But when when a ship has can target lock, he can attempt the action of target lock, which he has to now measure to see if he's in range to target lock somebody.
And it looks like he's going to do a barrel roll.
He's doing a barrel roll now instead, because if you fail that target lock, if everything's out of range, you're allowed to then change your action and do something else.
Gotcha.
So since the TIE Silencer was out of range to target lock, changes decided to barrel roll. Now, if you declare that you are attempting a target lock and you find that something is in range, you have to take that target lock.
Gotcha. It doesn't look like.
All right, so everything's moved. Do we have a shot from Vader there? That barrel
No,
roll
just-
didn't squeeze him into range? All right, so we're back to tiles. So we'll start going around 2.
Now, with that last turn, we saw both sides just inching towards each other. I'm surprised we didn't see a lot more 5 movements, a lot more.
Yeah, that's a typical first round. Unless you're playing like, a very big swarm or just a really big
Which
tanky
Jesse
ship.
loves to play, by the way.
You run. You want to see what's happening. You want to let things develop before you rush in and engage.
And as you can see on all around us, we have the ships that the players are using. Patrick's, which is on the far, I believe it's right next to you, is missing the tie silencer for some reason. The mat we are using does not have it pre-built in. All right, and it looks like, are all the dials down?
No, don't say that. You know I'm slow with dials.
Usually, typical round one, you don't see any shooting, unless you have two very aggressive, lists that just go speed 5, boosting straight across the map.
Now, I'm kind of surprised. Both of these groups, I know Devin loves using Soontir, and the fact that we don't see him this round is kind of intriguing.
Devin usually uses Soontir piloting a tie interceptor. Actually, so does Patrick. But they, switching out for that silencer, try some new things. See where it goes. It's a little more tanky. It can last a little bit longer than that tie interceptor. So is Darth Vader. TIE Advanced does actually absorb some damage. Doesn't just drop off the table like a regular TIE fighter or a TIE interceptor would if it gets in a bad position.
Now, as you can see on the side of either of us, both players are using TIE fighters with shields, which is very uncommon in the Imperial Navy. You see a lot more of the higher hulls and ships that can soak up a lot more damage, but with this we see more shields.
So lower numbers of ships, you're going to see the ships with shields. Not like running 8 TIE fighters. All right, dials are down.
All right, we're going to go back to the action. All right, so what's that shuttle doing? Now, I think that's interesting. He put the lowest pilot number on the shuttle so it can move first. But it has that ability of Palpatine, which is just...
Palpatine's ability triggers at 8 times, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, he crashed into himself, but that's not a bad tactic if you're trying to keep it slow. He could have also pulled a stall maneuver, but that would have stressed it.
I put it on the wrong one. He was just supposed to go straight, which is right next to it. Because I had another guy that was doing the same maneuver.
And it seems there's some confusion on Palp Advanced as he puts down...
It's not a game-affecting error. I think he's probably better off facing that way. He's going to catch that TIE silencer in arc eventually. Probably not this round, but maybe next round. And getting in the arc of a shuttle is not a good thing. It does actually throw a decent amount of attack die.
And it looks like one of the aggressors is just inching forward.
Slow. That's it. That's fine. He's got twin laser turrets. They're long range.
Drops the focus.
Normally I would get the bonus of a
And that one streaks forward.
When you run into twin laser turret, you do want to kind of spread them out just in case somebody gets inside that exclusion zone at range 1 where the TLT can't shoot. You get them spread out so somebody's going to get a shot. Oh, well, very aggressive move here with the silencer. Going to get it right into the fight. Right.
Now,
we need an action.
is the Advance going to be in that front arc?
He's going to boost it. He's going to boost it.
Yes.
He's going to be in the front arc, but he's going to get to shoot first.
And he's right on target of that shuttle, too.
But he did blow past Vader. So unless Vader's pulling what would they call a Kiergan turn, a K turn, and turning around, looks like Vader's going to miss out on a shot against him. So taking a shot from the shuttle, yeah, it's going to hurt, but it's better than taking a shot from Vader.
And we see that other TIE Advanced.
That's prototype turning away.
Ooh, looks like he's trying to catch.
Looks like he didn't. I don't think he expected that 5 straight full throttle move from that TIE silencer.
So now it looks like he's going to try to swing around to catch the butt end of that silencer.
See, he's got some action here. He can reposition a bit if he need, let's see what happens.
Now, does the advanced prototype have a boost maneuver?
It does. It has both a boost and a barrel roll, so it has a lot of repositioning potential. If that maneuver didn't get you where you needed to be, he can mitigate it a bit.
Now, is it worth stressing your ship over?
Don't know that. Does he have push to limit? Yeah, he's got push to limit. So, doing the boost barrel roll to get the double reposition. Yeah, it has a lot of green. These dials are very forgiving, especially, when they have interceptors, like the interceptors, the TIE Advanced prototype, and then, TIE Silencer have a lot of green on their dial. So mitigating stress is easy to do. So taking a stress here just to try to get a new position, nah, that's good. It's definitely worth it.
Push to limit is like the most basic ability.
So that's your attack.
He has to figure out what order he wants to do this in. So he can try to boost in right first, but he may be wedged between those rocks and unable to do the barrel roll. He can barrel roll out. That's going to put him a little closer than comfort to those the TIE aggressors, but then boost in and better chance to catch an arc.
Looks
So
like
he's
he's
gonna do the
going
boost
for
first.
it. He's going to boost to the left.
Now,
Not close enough to get him into that
he's
range.
got to eyeball this. He can't, unless he's declaring target lock, he can't pull a stick out to try to check that arc. So he's got to eyeball this and make
He's
this decision.
leaning into
Does he
the
need-
table.
Does he need to try to? Now, I don't think he can do the barrel roll because he's awfully close to that rock. He's got those asteroids on either side of him. So having him, if that asteroid wasn't there, you would definitely want to barrel roll towards him. And then that would definitely get him in arc of the TIE Silencer, or get the TIE Silencer in his attack arc. He can't do that because that obstacle's there. And
Now, does he have another boost he can use?
no,
or-
the only thing he's got left now is he can target lock, he can focus, he can barrel roll. You can't do the same action twice in the same turn. So he's already used his boost actions. He can't use another boost action.
I would use the target lock because it's always good to have a target lock on a ship, especially like the TIE Silencer, that might not be in your range long
with
enough
the
for you
title,
to get it.
yeah, I think the target lock would probably be, a good idea, especially because he's got the title he's gonna get a free evade token if he takes a target lock. But he's gonna barrel roll it out. See, he's got to squeeze that barrel roll in next to that.
That's going to be a very, very tight maneuver.
I want to see where I want to position him. So this is the original position of the ship.
So you get +1 for 3, and you get +1.
All right, it looks like he's going to try to do that barrel roll.
He rolls him out. It's not going to help him get him into arc, but it's going to get him away from that twin laser turret from that TIE aggressor.
And it puts some range between, it puts an obstacle between him and the aggressors.
If he is at range to get shot at by that twin laser turret, he's going to get extra defense dice from the obstacle. He wouldn't get the extra defense dice from the range because the twin laser turret's a secondary weapon. So he would be stuck with his normal regular defense die. He wouldn't get an extra one. But even secondary weapons, though, he'll still get the extra from having to shoot through the obstacle. Vader. So
Now,
Vader,
what's he doing with Vader?
Vader, he was trying to catch him. He's expecting to get that TIE Silencer to move a lot slower. So he was trying to catch him. He might still get him. He's got a barrel roll. So, all right, doesn't look like any. Vader's not going to be able to get a shot off here. He's past the TIE Silencer. Now Vader can take 2 actions without the stress. You actually push the limit on him, and he can take 3 actions. It's a little excessive.
Especially considering you can only do 1 action per turn.
So,
Vader's way.
You can do it.
I'm trying to get in like behind you without hitting this. I'll do so.
You might hit next round, but
Yeah, which I don't want to hit at all.
He's
Because I can barrel roll right and then boost.
I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
well, engine upgrade.
Yep.
Actually, just noticed the free game is really good because it doesn't even have.
You can grab one that way though. That's like
silencing.
hand into the way.
For black, I think I'm gonna go.
Especially considering the fact she wants to get.
Alright. Vader took a boost.
Exactly. That was
Get another
Target lock on 74.
attempting the target lock out of range.
I'm trying to make myself play all of age or all of
Oh, we're gonna.
I get myself confused. So I either they all have
He's trying to figure out that target lock right now. Now, even if with that TIE Advanced prototype, if the silencer is out of arc, could he still get lock on
He
him?
can still target lock. Target lock is not arc dependent on the firing arc. It's only dependent on range. You target lock the silencer. That's a good move. It's Vader's not getting shot at, so he doesn't need any defensive tokens. So
That is an interesting lock token.
It's USA and Canada. Actually, so
okay.
these actually 50,000.
Well, that's not something you see every day.
It's interesting. All right, so we're shooting now. So we shoot pilot skill order from highest pilot skill to lowest pilot skill. Darth Vader's first on deck, but he doesn't have anything in range in his arc to fire at. So Inquisitor Ty, he's facing the judge. All right, hang on.
Oh, I thought he was facing that.
All right.
So it's up to silencer.
Inquisitor TIE does not have arc, so
Okay, so he's saying.
looks like we're going to be going to the TIE silencer.
Thank you. Sorry, you guys had a great conversation.
All right, what do we got here? We got the TIE silencer firing at the
Looks like it's
shuttle.
the TIE silencer. And
Hey, can we get those in the bucket?
all right, and it looks like
Hit,
two
hit.
hits, a focus, and a blank.
So that's two. One. Oh, he's going to use Palpatine to ensure the result of the one die that it's going to get.
Moves Palpatine into the
So
dice tray.
it really doesn't matter what this comes up as, and it comes up as an evade. So Palpatine was kind of wasted, but he's not doing anything else this turn, so it doesn't really matter. But that is a damage on the shuttle.
Anyone else have a shot?
The shuttle.
Shuttle loses one shield.
All right, shuttle goes down a shield and gets to try to take some vengeance. Well, let's see if we got TLT shot. Yes, you can TLT. He does get one additional die for the obstruction. He doesn't get his additional die for the range 3, though. All right, TLT is an interesting weapon. It can only do one damage, no matter how many hits it gets.
All right, so that's two
Two
hits,
hits.
so it would be one. And let's see what we got here.
What do you got there? Are you going to spend that focus?
Yeah.
Yes, auto thrusters can.
All right, and it looks like Devin's going to roll. So that's 3 hits. He spent his focus to turn that to 3 hits. All right, and we got Devin rolling now. And it looks like 3 evades.
So he rolled 2 evades, he used auto thrusters to get the third. So the first shot from the TLT misses. Second shot.
Looks like a hit and a crit.
Hitting a crit. So a little bit easier.
Up,
And he dodged it. Okay.
3 evades.
Almost.
Now, this is not uncommon with Devin. We see him rolling handfuls of dice every time, and we'll always get at least 2 evades.
All right. Shuttle's going to try to get some vengeance here. He's going to. Yeah. He gets 4 dice. He has 3 primary, and he's at range 1, so he gets 1 additional.
And it looks like a hit and a crit.
Hitting a crit.
A bunch of focus and a dodge.
All right. Well, 1 shield for 1 shield.
If I get any more face up,
All right, we're back to the dials. So, first exchange of fire resulted in 1 shield lost on both sides.
Yeah. 1 shield lost on both sides. That could have been a lot worse for both players.
I think the shuttle came out a little bit ahead on this. The shuttle losing a shield. It's got a lot. Yeah, it's got a lot of them. The TIE Silencer losing a shield, though, it doesn't have nearly as many. So,
I mean, as you can see, the shuttle, right over here next to me, has lost 1 shield, which it starts with 5. So that's really like a drop in the bucket for them.
Yeah. And fortunately, can't show you what the TIE Silencer stats are because there's a glitch with the template, and it some reason doesn't like the new TIE Silencer.
We'll try to get an upgrade before the next tournament, and we'll see what we can do for you. Now, if I was the TIE Advanced, I'd be trying to swing around to cut off that silencer.
Yeah, it's got a green hard turn. He's got to move that shuttle.
Now, me personally, I would just fly the shuttle in, because it moves first, to try to block him. Because that silencer with no move it leaves it as a sitting duck. And it'll allow the TIE Advance to sweep around, get a nice broadside of its behind, and tear it up. However, it leaves the TIE Aggressor's room to sweep around and come to its aid. Alright, Devin's looking to try to figure out what he's going to do with that other TIE Advanced. And we got 47 minutes left on the clock.
Inquisitor facing this way. TIE Advance, Darth Vader facing that way.
As you can see, it seems to be like a traffic jam smack dab in the center of the board over there.
That's no traffic jam.
It's not like the, what do you call it, the hangover list?
No, running two decimators, what is it, VT-79 decimators. Yeah, you don't really got to worry about where you're flying. No,
And the decimators.
I'm talking about using the TIE Swarm, and then I thrive in the traffic jam. All right, here we go. Moving this shuttle up, which he's going to bump.
So you can use it later. You don't have to.
No, the evade just gets rid of one. Yep.
Roll an extra attack. And your E-wing.
And we see he has gone with the shuttle jam. He has smacked right into that tie silencer, which kind of...
Yes, that does proc before you, it says before you make your maneuver. So, yes. Immediately before you,
It seems there's a question on the field. So now...
So yeah, you can get your action when you know you're going to bump. You can also get your action when you did a red maneuver.
That's okay.
But if he bumps me, am I allowed to use it? Like he just didn't.
It's not your turn to take an action.
No, when it is.
He bumped you. He loses his action.
Oh, okay. I see.
When you move, you will still get your action. All right.
So the shuttle loses its action because it's slammed into the tie silencer.
Yeah. It's not really that much of a problem for the shuttle, but
And there we go. The aggressors are sweeping around like
look
we
at that.
thought they were going to.
beautiful maneuver. Clears that rock.
I should soft it.
Aggressors are coming in pretty, that's a good position for them.
Smallest actually really good.
I like that. I don't think Vader's going to definitely take some hits from these aggressors.
That is such good placement too.
Advanced sensors to get a barrel roll in before he moves. It's good. Gives him a lot of flexibility too. That shuttle did something he wasn't expecting.
Well, you have the turn level. So, yes, you can spin the turn level.
And he sweeps around.
Like a millimeter away from touching him, and you're good. You're not technically bumping him. You're not touching him, so you still will get your shot.
Now, what type of maneuver is that?
That was a Talon roll. So he uses the 3 hard turn, but then he gets to turn it on its side and place it up against it, and it gives him some wiggle room too, because it doesn't have the pins on the sides, so he can slide forward or back on that maneuver template wherever he feels best location. So
That was beautiful placement on him. It was almost as if he anticipated the shuttle to slam into it. Got that awesome Talon turn. Now he's got a clear shot of the shuttle. Range 1. The shuttle's going to take some damage this turn.
yeah, it's bad position for the shuttle. He's behind the shuttle. That's really bad for the shuttle that really can't do anything about. One thing he can do about, but we'll see.
Ooh, that's
Is that
going to
gonna
be
fit?
tight. Looks like it might be a bump. Oh no, just clear.
He's got about the width of the width of a template, of the maneuver template, of the cardboard. You can squeeze in between there. But was that a white maneuver? White maneuver, so he has to carry his stress with him. He doesn't get to clear it, which means he won't get an action. No, you don't get an action at all. You cannot take you cannot declare an action while you are stressed. And push the limit requires you to be declaring your first action.
So he's good now. And then Vader.
And Vader is just going to streak ahead. Is that a K turn he's doing?
No. Just a regular force
No,
strike.
he's just going to zip ahead. Now that's not a bad move for Vader. It puts him at range 2 of that TIE aggressor.
Let's see, now Vader still gets 2 actions, so
So he's going to.
Now,
push them in. Vader's going to want to get in real tight here and really punish that.
yep, and
punish
that's
that.
exactly what
Yeah.
he's doing. You can see he's getting right up to the point where the 2 ships are kissing,
No,
and
he
he's going to make the
Move his
aggressor pay.
He's going to move his target lock, so. Alright. Shooting phase. Vader's up.
Okay, so he's gonna get 2, 1 for range 1, and then I'm not gonna spend my target lock.
So he's not going to spend the target lock.
Well, just having the target lock means the advanced sensor for the TIE Advanced can force a crit. Like, he gets to just add a crit result. So you got to roll these 3 die. After he rolls that, he gets to add an additional die already set to crit. So
All right, so a hit and 2 focus.
2 focus. He gets the additional crit just gets thrown in there. So since he did that, he doesn't get the reroll.
And a focus and a blank.
He spends his focus to turn the focus into a evade, so he's only taking 1 shield.
I'm taking some hits.
Now, which TIE aggressor was that?
Take hits.
That was
Was that double edge?
That was double edge.
So double edge loses his shield. He is now naked.
Inquisitor. Yep.
He's just gonna do regular shots at him, so he's gonna get 3.
Inquisitor taking a shot. Doesn't matter because Inquisitor acts as if he's in range 1.
You were asking about it earlier.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Just makes me mad.
So we're going to see the Inquisitor do some damage to that TIE silencer now.
Possible. It doesn't have any way to modify.
If it's doing big shit.
Was that? No, it
Not unless you have the card for it.
so Inquisitor acting like he's range 1, so he gets his 2 dice and then he gets 1 for being at range 1, even though he's not really at range 1. We
All right,
have
so 2
the
focus.
focus, blank. That's a miss.
I want him to take
That's
it.
it. When you don't have anything like you don't have focus token or target locks, then that seriously reduces your ability to put some damage through.
And it looks like the aggressor's going to use TLT on the TIE Advanced.
Oh, he does shoot first. That's right. Sorry.
Oh, but the silencer does have initiative. Got the higher pilot skill, so it will shoot first.
So, got a range 1 shot there. What do we got? 2 hits.
2 hits and a focus.
Yeah. So 2 hits. Oh, he's gonna he's deciding if he wants to Palpatine this.
Yeah,
No,
he's going to Palpatine
He's
it.
around Palpatine, which is a blank. Palpatine changes it.
No, it was evade.
Oh, it wasn't a bait. It looked like a blank.
So that's another shield.
So one more damage on that shuttle. Slowly take it down. Now we go to the Onyx Squadron pilot. TLT. He's got to decide which target he wants for that TLT.
The way he was measuring just a minute ago, looks like he's going to try to go for the prototype. The Inquisitor.
Take a shot at Vader.
So he's going to take a shot at Vader, which, if I'm correct, looks to be about a range 2. That's a hit and a focus.
Focus.
And he's going to use the focus to turn it to a hit.
Alright, so he needs to roll 2 evades, or he's taking a damage. 2 hits.
Oh no, I thought.
No, I'm saying your results out of your 3 die have to be
All right, so
1 evade, 1
and
focus.
a focus.
So 1 damage on Vader, 2nd shot from the TLT.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
1,
Oh,
and he evades.
looks to be in a void.
Vader only takes 1 damage from that exchange,
And
so
now for this guy's shoot, he's gonna shoot 1 range. 2 dice.
All right, it looks
Double
like
Edge taking his range 1 primary weapon shot.
it's a crit and 2 focus, so... And that's
a miss.
easily evaded by Darth Vader. And we're muting his mic.
Sorry, is that it, Ben?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
All right, and we go back to the dials. And as you can see,
Boy, it's just, I just
some
realized
damage has been done this turn. People are missing shields. The, what is it? Double Edge is naked over there.
I can't do my thing.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next turn.
Oh, that sucks.
All reliable right there.
Oh my! I have a feeling I know what that shuttle's doing.
Oh no.
Patrick should know what this shuttle's doing.
And for those of us who don't know what the shuttle's doing,
Pretty sure that shuttle is pulling a stop maneuver.
I noticed it.
it's going to stall.
I guess it's a good thing that my phone was
It's the one trick it can pull to try to get things from behind it.
I
But
guess I'm having my 5 straight is green.
it's predictable, and I'm pretty sure the TIE silencer can
I can get past that.
Can it do
you can
that?
deal with it.
That,
Well, he's stressed. The TIE silencer's stressed from pulling the Talon roll the turn before, so he's not going to be able to pull a red maneuver to just turn around and it's right in the shuttle's face. But yeah, he's got plenty of maneuvers that green maneuvers to clear that stress.
And it looks like they're doing. He's trying to gauge his shot right now. Now, in the dial phase, you're allowed to try to gauge the movement, but you're not allowed to actually measure it until the dials are revealed, and then you can start going into the movements. So, the shuttle, its only hope of getting a shot out is if those 2 TIE aggressors decide to pull into range. Now, the TIE aggressors are a good way down the field. There's really not much bothering them besides Vader, and Vader can only worry about one of them. The other TIE prototype is sitting there working on the silencer, which is what my main concern would be right now.
Well, all right. At least the prototype is stressed, so it's not going to be able to turn around. But knowing that, you don't want to have that. You don't want the silencer at range 1. You don't want to be taking another range 1 shot from the shuttle again.
No?
No. But I think it has a good enough dial. I
So,
would either
now how
see-
much firepower does the shuttle actually have?
It's 3 dice primary attack.
3
So
dice
three
primary.
attack die. When you do the math, it actually turns out point for point, the dice you get from the shuttle and the amount of points it costs to field the shuttle, it is the most efficient use of your points.
Really?
Yeah, what you lose though is it's a cow. It
I'm
can't
sending things down the
maneuver.
field of that shuttle.
So
Alright, you ready? Go.
cheap shuttle, 3 dice. Yeah, it's a lot of offensive power, but keeping things in that arc to be able to keep shooting at them is where it's hard. All right, shuttle. What is it going to do?
Gotta give yourself a stress token.
All right, stall.
So the shuttle
Yep.
stalls, which is what we all
Yep.
anticipated.
Knew that was going to happen.
It was gonna happen.
All right, now double edge.
And it looks like he's going to list lazily to the left. Try to get some space between him and Darth Vader.
Just taking a focus note. Now, if he can start doing the whole drumming down on that shuttle with those TLTs, that actually wears that shuttle down quick.
So It looks like he's trying to use all of his firepower to take out that shuttle first.
That's a valid tactic. You got Palpatine, get him off the table. Get that power out of there.
Get the power out of the table, and you see he did that barrel roll maneuver to try to get some distance from that arc.
Keeping him at arc.
Now.
Just keep him at arc. Now,
Moment of truth.
where this tile of silencers going?
Oh, looks like he's trying to go through it.
How dare you? I see him.
We'll store it for the next guy shows up.
Oh, see, that's a problem. He needed to clear that stress, but
But hey,
he ends up bumping into the TIE prototype.
Yep. And
The model-
right
and the
in
model's
front
too
of.
big to fit there.
Oh!
that
So it's on the end phase. If I have a focus or an end token that's suspended,
So he's gonna bump right.
And
That's
now
dangerous. That's dangerous for the TIE silencer. Now
it's in the shuttle's front arc.
At least the shuttle doesn't have any modifications on his dice, so you could get lucky and see a blank. I personally, I would have
good thing it was on
I would
rabbit.
have I would have done a turn. I would have done a bank, try to out away, and then try to reposition and stay out of that arc.
Okay.
I got rid of the stress.
Yeah.
We got a little under 30 minutes here left on this game.
My guess. Don't worry about it.
He does get rid of his stress, but he doesn't get his actions he bumped.
Okay, so
Now, for those of you wondering at home, the reason why Devin's models are spinning on the mounts is because he has them attached by magnets.
All right, 3 straight maneuver, clears the stress.
And puts him right past that TIE silencer, which is comfortably in front of the shuttle.
Now, where's he gonna go?
Still got 5 hit points left. So I'm not gonna
He may do like a boost barrel, or he might just try to get him somewhere safe.
Well, you see, now he's in the front arc of that TIE aggressor.
That TIE aggressor definitely has a TLT shot on the shuttle. I'd be interested to see if Double Edge back there also has a TLT shot. Looks like that's
Vader.
pretty. No, not on Vader. Vader's still got to move. He got a TLT shot on the shuttle. If he's got a TLT shot on the shuttle, that's probably you're going to see 4 damage on the shuttle. With only 1 evade die, the TLTs basically just start chipping away at it. But I mean, it looks like it's a stretch, though. I don't think he's got.
I don't
range.
think that
I don't
other
think-
TIE aggressor
yeah,
has
the
arc
range, no.
on the shuttle or range.
Why is that my tactic that I
It looks just out of range.
just load it full of TLTs? Why do I do that?
The TIE Advanced prototype does finagle around it to get arc on the TIE aggressor. And that definitely puts him inside the exclusion zone. But he could take a primary weapon shot, but you know.
And we have a K turn
K-turn from
from
Vader. Interesting tactic now.
Now,
But he's
that
still got
might-
target lock, so he's fine. He doesn't need his action. He's getting stressed, so he won't get an action, but he still maintains the target lock. So he's still going to get that free crit in there. But
Now,
the
is
TIE
that-
Advance will get a...
That looks like it might be range 3, and we see him measuring. Yep, looks like it's going to be range 3.
Now, he might... You see, he's not... This is where lightweight frames fails. He won't get the lightweight frames because the attack... It's 2 dice, then plus that extra free crit. But he's opting to use a harpoon missile. Okay.
So he's going to use the harpoon missile.
Harpoon missile. But now he does get the lightweight frames, though.
All right, let's go to the dice tray. looks to be a crit and 2 hits. And 1 evade. So Double Edge is going to take some damage here. So that is 2 hits on Double Edge.
Crit's 2 damage, so Double Edge is 1 hit away from dying.
So it took a 2nd damage.
Yeah.
Double Edge is smoking at this point.
Yeah.
As
He's still alive though, so he does have a decent opportunity to do something. Oh, and he's harpooned.
All right.
Onyx Squadron. TIE Inquisitor gets a shot for shoot first. TIE Inquisitor shoots.
And it does
Blank
not look
second.
like anything will hit.
Yes.
That's the second time he's fired.
Yeah.
Never used it.
Devin says he's going to fire his TIE Inquisitor when he gets home. And it looks like the aggressor's not going to be attacking. Oh, that's a hit and 2 focus. And I think he's going to TLT that shuttle. Alright, let's see. Oh, and that looks like another hit. And a miss. And the aggressor's going to take a shot at the shuttle. That's a possible obstruction.
I would say no, not obstructed.
Not obstructed.
I am flagrant because it's parallel. It's saying that this right here is the closest we're going to go to that. This is farther away. So, my judge is still on that. Is that like a 90 degree angle?
I would continue.
Yeah. I'm on the dog. Say that is not obstructed.
So it looks like the calling is going to be not obstructed. Alright, and they're going to be rolling for attack now.
Scott Palpatine, so a poor roll may result in not taking a damage.
So he's going to spend his focus to get 2 hits.
That's a damage. He doesn't even have to bother rolling because no matter what happens, it's a TLT, so it only does 1 damage, no matter how many hits are going through.
Alright, here comes the second roll. And that's 2 hits and a
Hit, crit, hit,
2
crit.
crits and a hit.
So it doesn't matter. It's another damage. So 2 damage on the taken by the. So the first one knocked the shield off. Now we're at 1 damage.
And this is on the shuttle, right?
Should calculate automatically.
So what's he at?
0 shields, 4 hull.
0 shields,
Yep.
fuller hull on the shuttle.
And if you notice, Patrick now has 14 points.
Oh,
He have a large base ship, so he gets the point. He gets half the points.
here we'll cut back so you guys can see what we're talking about. If you look over at Patrick, which is right above Jesse, you can see that 14 points, which is what he's trying to do. They're trying to get as many points as possible. A lot of times players use this by knocking out other ships or trying to get kills. And we're going to go back to the action real quick. We had
Palpatine just forced a crit through.
on who?
Alright, so you cancel one of the hits, and then you get if you crit.
Dang it. Oh.
Shield. You took yours with shield. 4 damage. One evaded.
Yeah, I already did that.
One on the shield. I don't know. You had shield, didn't you? I have to.
I shot it off.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You had shield. Okay, yeah. So.
No, I had to shoot.
You had 2. You had 2. Okay.
Yeah, you lost one already.
Yeah. So another shield down. A face down damage we took, and then a face up.
So it would be that one. Because he does that round.
Save one stress to this car's full. Oh.
So the silencer took a little bit of damage this turn.
Track the silencer. But
So
silencer
what is the
two hull
silencer
left.
at, Beans?
It has 2. It has 2 hull left remaining.
All
It's
right,
at 0
so that's-
shield. All its shields are gone, and 2 out of its 4 hull are gone. And we going back to dials.
Yep. Yes.
Now, that was a really eventful turn for Patrick. We saw him have that shuttle, gained the 14 points, being the first player on the board. However,
He did pay for it. He's got
He
two
paid for it.
ships that that really can't get shot at anymore.
that double edge, if it takes one more hit, it's out of the game. And the silencer, if he doesn't put some distance between himself and that shuttle, it may be game.
That shuttle has to move. So knowing what's on that dial, I would have some ideas. The fact though he got stressed, that damage also stressed him. The critical that he took caused stress, so it's kind of limited, but
Now, if you were in his position, what would you do?
three bank to. See, I really still want to keep shooting though. No, potential hurt me, but 3 bank to the right, and then do like a boost to try to get a little bit more distance from that shuttle, and have Vader.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You want to put that distance, and by doing that, you can turn that defensive move into an offensive capability by putting yourself straight into Vader's possible future position.
But also might want to just token up, use that debris gambit thing to get the defensive tokens and try to survive.
And we're down to 16 minutes left on the clock.
Dials are down. All right.
Go back to the action.
Shuttle. Looks like shuttle's gonna bump though, because he's getting rid of his stress, but he's bumping. He's just there's nothing else he can really do. It can't turn. It's 16 minutes.
Right now they're just trying to figure out how the shuttle is going to bump the TIE silencer.
I'll see how the ship went back. I'm just gonna stop. Take a time out.
Yeah, that's to be expected. Yeah. Shuttle is clear of its stress, but it still doesn't get its action. He's gotta move these double edge. Where is he going with that? Because now he's got to make some maneuvers here. And the power roll out. Yeah, definitely want to keep him out of that shuttle. But Vader is going to come up and get some ground back on him, though.
Now, Vader hasn't gone yet, so we may see Vader closing that gap.
What it looks like he might be doing, though, is sacrificing that double edge. 'Cause he's got the harpoon token. See if he can keep him buddied up with that advanced prototype. Take the advanced prototype. Use his own harpoon token against him.
Now, we're going to see what this advance is going to do, because he might be able to clear out of the range of that.
He could, but if he does, then he's not getting any shots at anybody else.
Which, at this point, he wants to rack up those points.
K-turn. Oh no, he's just trucking along straight forward. Might have actually gotten too close to the shuttle. He might lose his TLT shot on the shuttle.
Either that, and he's
But
not even in the
he's
shuttle's
gotta-
line of sight right now.
He's gonna
Looks
roll
like
out.
that arc is off.
He's good. He's gonna roll out. He's rolling it out. Now that's gonna make sure. Yeah, he's got the range for the TLT then. He's just gonna keep drumming on that shuttle. I think that shuttle's gonna go down. That's. Doesn't matter. Well, if Double Edge survives getting chased down by Vader, that's his concern.
For my action.
Doing the pre-gamut. Getting lost of age, so he gonna protect himself, not
So,
take any more damage. So
He's got those two evades.
If he is in range of that shuttle, if he is in the arc of that shuttle, which might be close, he'll be fine. Now Vader might decide to go come after him. We'll see what action. First, we're gonna move the advanced prototype.
He does that easy left to lose the stress.
Free maneuver gets him in there.
We can't shoot each other, but you can shoot.
That's a tough call. We gotta wait to the shooting phase for me to pull the laser out and check that. But that's a real close one there. Is he in arc? Is he out of arc?
Now, if he's in arc, this is the opportune moment for him to get those much-needed points and put himself on the board.
Yep.
I'm interested to see what Vader's going to do, because that may make or break him,
What action he's gonna do?
especially with 12 minutes left in the game.
Don't forget, you get your evade token for that.
we're getting the results from one of the other tables. It looks like newcomer
Adam won. Richard.
and it looks like up-and-comer Adam Mufara flying the K-Wing Revenge has won the first match in the tournament with 98 points to 35. And it looks like we're getting to the firing phase. And it looks like Vader's going to be drawing the first blood.
You'll get frames. He's gonna add that extra crit in.
All right, there's the dice. We have 2 hits and a crit. Oh!
Oh, but he didn't do that.
Yes, it does. Harpoon does trigger.
That is painful. The TIE aggressor suicide bombs.
Was that 2 damage on it?
To the Inquisitor. And it does 1 damage to that TIE Inquisitor. Devin is on the board with 29 points to Patrick's 14. Patrick only has left the TIE Silencer, which is hurting right now, and the other Onyx Squadron TIE Aggressor.
But TIE Advanced Prototype took a damage from the Harpoon.
Yep. Alright, it looks like the aggressors are going to do some TLT damage. But to who?
So TLT. Who are you shooting? Shuttle. TLT.
Shuttle's getting shot at. And we have a dice that has decided it did not want to go into the dice tray. So it's 2 hits and a miss.
So that's automatic 1 damage on the shuttle. Nothing I can do about it. Why? It's a TLT. It only does 1 damage for each successful attack. It doesn't matter what show up on the dice.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it doesn't matter. So there's an evade that doesn't matter. So shuttle takes 1, second shot from the TLT.
Shuttle is down to 3 health. And that's a hit and a focus.
See, now is when it matters. Yes.
And it looks like
He's
he's going
gonna
to drop
Palpatine.
the Emperor.
Palpatine.
And
It doesn't
the
need it, but it doesn't
evade.
matter. So, avoids the damage. All right, we're back to dials. What are we on time?
We are at 6 minutes.
Wait, no, he still gets to shoot.
Oh, we have one
Oh, the
more.
shuttle still has to shoot. Yeah, that's right.
Shuttle.
I forgot.
Is he in arc? He's in arc. Is he in range? Range 2 of the TIE Silencer. This could be the end of the TIE Silencer.
Got 2 evade tokens. It's though. Forgot the rule. You can only spend one evade token per attack.
So a single
Doesn't
hit,
matter.
he's going to use his evade token. And now I think we're back down to dials.
Yeah, we're on dials.
So, crazy last turn. There is less than 6 minutes remaining. Devin streaked ahead on the board by taking out the double-edge TIE aggressor. He's got 29 points to Patrick's 14. The silencer's hurting. The shuttle's beginning to take some damage, as we saw last turn. It's now 3 hits left on that shuttle. Vader's looking fine. The Inquisitor's looking fine. But that other TIE aggressor still has 4 hits and 1 shield. So, Jesse, if you were in Patrick's position, what would you be doing?
TIE silencer. Boost it towards. Boost it. Wow, yeah. Boost it to, use the advanced sensors. Boost it to the left.
Boost it to the left.
Talon roll to the left.
Try to get it back into the range of
Get
that
that
shuttle.
Get the shuttle.
And you can take out the shuttle, get the points.
If he's double edge, run him, turn him real hard, bring him out, make sure he stays in range for his TLT behind that shuttle.
Now,
Double edge will do. All he's got to do, then all he would have to do is get just 1 damage on the shuttle from the TIE silencer. So double edge will finish the shuttle off.
Now, I would be worried about doing that turn and slamming into that piece of debris that's just chilling there.
Boost, like a slight boost with his advanced sensors. Can that thing boost? Silencer boost?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's got the advanced sensor, so he can pull his action before he does his maneuver.
Oh, very nice.
Pull his boost, and then the Talon roll brings it back, pointing at it. Now it's going to be a long-range shot, but he's only got 1 evade die. If it gets an extra evade die for being in range 3, it doesn't really matter.
Now,
But now you're running naked dice, though. It's a gamble because you're running naked dice with that TIE silencer. All right, here we go. Moving that shuttle. Where's it going? So shuttle's got to move. See, that's also the other random thing here. Where's that shuttle going?
all that shuttle has to do is keep the silencer in its range.
Shuttle moves 2.
It's like it's trying to chase down the TIE silencer. That may not have been a good move in his position.
So that's why I would have done a 3 hard turn with the aggressor to just try to keep chasing it so you can keep it. Didn't bump, but it doesn't really matter. It gets a focus token or it's... Well, it actually does matter. It depends on what he did with the TIE silencer. If he did what I would have done, it would have mattered. It doesn't matter. So basically, the Inquisitor's out of play this round. If he, he can K-turn, come around, but everybody's gonna be out of range. Vader might be able to pull a shot off on somebody if he goes fast as he can and then boosts into somebody. But
it looks like this is probably going to be the last turn. We got 2 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock.
So
looks like the aggressor's going to.
I think that's all right. He might want to pull some, try to pull a bet, like he's gonna pull a barrel roll.
Oh.
He's gonna pull a barrel roll, keep him in range. I would have done a hard turn.
And it looks like this match may be over.
Time up.
Not yet. We got 2 minutes left.
Let it play out. Here we go. Silencer's got to move. He's doing his boost first. Yeah, okay, he's doing what I would do. He's got a boost. Does he clear that rock? Yep. Now you would do a Talon roll.
And what does he have on the dial? And it
Talon
looks
roll.
like it is the Talon roll.
Oh yeah, he's got some crazy ability that if that shot's obstructed, it actually helps him instead of hurts him. Gets that Talon roll.
It looks like it may be obstructed.
All right, so Patrick has a chance here. I don't know if that's going to be worth the amount of points he needs, but you got 29.
29 to 14. It may give him, especially with Palpatine on board.
It's going to make it a tie.
However, it
Inquisitor, he's out of play. Don't worry about him.
Now-
Just go to Vader. Now, Vader might be able to like blast forward and try to get a long shot on that, but I don't think
Vader would not be able to do enough damage to it to take it out of the game.
Well, remember, Vader doesn't. Vader got an auto crit. So what has it got left?
It's been untouched the majority of this game, so he would not be able to do anything to
So
it.
what we'd want to do is get Vader to pull the blinded pilot, so he wouldn't get a shot.
Or swing Vader around to try to take a shot at that TIE silencer.
I don't think he can do it.
Oh. But it looks like the TIE Advanced is trying to creep up on that range 3 of the TIE silencer. It's going to be a close one. Now, time has expired, but we're going to let
Time
this
expires.
turn.
This round. Time's expired. Last round.
We're starting our last round.
Looks like they just... Oh! He just made the boost. That would put him at range 3 of the TIE silencer and possibly damage range.
I do have the cheaty little advantage of this is the last round.
If you try for range on the target lock, you go to push, you still get distress. You just have to push to do the action, right?
No. You choose not to. If it's out of range, you don't take another action.
Oh, and he's in ranged.
But he'll use his action to chop or start on his
Vader.
They just don't care about those stuff. Wow.
So you shooting Vader. I would say he's out of range.
Oh, Vader is out of range. Vader is out of range. Close. So close.
Range to target. Range 3, but he's equal. So yeah, range 2 button.
Well, he's an expensive one, so
Inquisitor acting like it's range 1.
All right, we're going to dice. We got a crit. He's re-rolling the target lock. Oh, it's a miss. And he makes the roll. Wow. It is now the return shot. The silencer is going for the shuttle.
What's the total value on the shuttle? 29?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna make it.
Is it obstructed to the shuttle?
No. Well,
Dang it. Well, that would make this so much easier.
you're not obstructing.
He's not obstructed. Oh.
3 hits.
No obstruction.
Unless I can't, if I can't kill the shuttle, then he's going.
If I hadn't rolled myself up, I would have won this game.
Well, I didn't hit my shot.
And we have 3 hits.
There you go.
Okay, so
3 hits. 3 to 2. That's 2 damage on the shuttle.
and I don't know how that works.
At least 2 damage on the shuttle, but roll your dice.
You can live this. Oh, but then I have to.
All right, so that's
So 2 damage on the shuttle.
2 damage on the shuttle. It's limping.
You gotta kill it with a T.
No, I have to kill. All right.
No, things are gonna get weird when Chris is.
It's a looking range.
Yep.
Nothing.
Nothing. He rolled blanks. What a close match. That is game.
He's gotta roll. If he rolls 2, he's got it. If he rolls 1, well, there's a chance.
He's got one last chance here. This is for all the marbles. He rolled 2 hits. That is game.
That is a dead.
The shuttle is dead.
All right, take the shuttle off. You are now tied.
The point totals are now tied here on the board.
How many points did he got?
29. How many points did your guys cost?
This is what happens when it goes to tie.
But these two are the same.
They go to what's called the final salary.
He's upgraded. He's a shuttle.
All the
It's
things
13.
left on the board.
And with all his upgrades, he's 29.
Add up the total attack dice. Every ship left on the board. And then you both roll at the same time.
All right, they're going into sudden death right now. They're calculating how much everything's worth.
That's hit points.
What's your red die?
It was a good game. Thanks.
5.
Yeah, it was tight. The thing is
This is a dice off. This is what happens when you have a draw. This is a dice off. Both roll. Those die. You roll 4. You roll 5. So what are we rolling for? Hits and crits. Count the hits and crits.
15 crits.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So 4 hits.
4. Oh my god, I wish I had roll 5.
A hit and a crit.
Patrick wins.
Patrick wins.
Points. You both got 100 points.
What a match. That was freaking amazing. Right down to the end there. Wasn't sure. Well played by both contestants. I don't know what to say. But Patrick will end up getting that win by the skin of his teeth. Had he had not gotten that shuttle, it would have been it. That would have been game.